Hey guys, it's been a while. It's Tony here, back with another video on some EDC gear I picked up. This one I'm going over what I think is possibly the best budget overall package for a defensive-oriented knife. This is the Defense Lab Ehud. It's spelled E-H-U-D. I got a wind of this through Justified EDC. I saw a video of his posted, so he's got a lot of good information on it. And I also saw it posted a couple of times by my friend on Instagram, Scandy Sam. Really good content, really awesome gear. But basically what you get with this package is you get the Pikal style knife, just like that. You get an ambidextrous sheath with a DCC clip on there, which is my favorite way of retention for the most part. So ambidextrous means you can put it in this way, you can flip it over and do it this way. And it really helps, and it's really convenient for just orientation on how you carry it possibly, or how you want to deploy it. Myself, I carry it this way with the on my right side possibly, right pocket, right hip, as my right appendix area. It generally carries a firearm. If not, I can carry this appendix as well. Centerline would be ideal. But anyway, getting back to the package, you get the knife, you get the sheath, and you actually get a trainer with it. So this is a whole package of trainer, sheath, and the actual knife itself. Generally, when you guys see a knife, they will sell the trainer, but they don't come in a bundle. I mean, I'm sure there are some out there, I just haven't seen them. But and the reason I'm saying this possibly is the best budget-oriented one is because the whole thing is $144. That's it. You generally see a knife and a sheath that's made here in the U.S., for example, for $250 at the minimum. They can go higher, depending on materials and cost. But this is a reverse grip Pikal style knife. Obviously, you can carry it or hold it, edge up. But this was made overseas. It's got diamond textured scales on there, G10 scales. It's got a awesome little reverse edge here. It's pretty thick right up here, so it's going to have a lot of strength. This is 14C28N steel, so I'm not really worried about it breaking. I've saw some videos of Daniel over at Defense Lab doing some cut tests, and the tip held up really good. But if you guys see how cute that damn tip is, very impressive. Really good grind. Really impressed with it. You got a flat right here, then it starts to shave down to the edge right there. And man, it's just it just fits my hand. I have medium-sized hands. If you guys see, and I'm sorry for the camera angle, and for all the mess on my desk, but it just fits right here. You got that pommel up top to keep it from sliding down. You can also help pull it back out. And one thing that they did mention is he's got that tip center line with the knife, so when you are gripping it, as you're stabbing, this will hit to basically where you're pointing at. Whereas some of my budget-oriented ones may be a little bit more face down, because I do carry some fruit knives, for example, because they're budgety and they're throwaway. But yeah, I'm just super impressed with the whole package. Really great build. I don't have much complaints with it. You get a really nice sheath. Something like this will cost a little more to come with, and it retains really well. No jiggle with it, and like I said, you can reverse it. Plus, with the added benefit of including a trainer with it like this, I just think it's an awesome value, and this obviously fits with there as well. This is all G10 material from all I understand. It is a little lighter than the live blade, but it retains both ways just like the live blade does. So, I mean, not only do you get the blade, but you have a trainer that you can actually do some reps with. Just get, some muscle memory with it. That's going to be, if you're really serious about self-defense with a knife, which, listen, I don't want to ever get into a defensive knife situation. It just sounds horrible, messy, disgusting. Legalities I don't even want to get into, but it just sounds like a nightmare. But if I did have one, I would rather have a fixed blade. And this is the type of knife that I've settled on. It's just a grip and rip type of knife itself. And obviously the more you train with it, the more effective and the more efficient you'll be if you ever have to use it itself. But yeah, I mean, some other options that I've dabbled with. I've dabbled with the Alvias, the Turner CNC ones, the Copus Designs ones. I have this Victorinox fruit knife. This was like $15 or $16 on Amazon. I modified it myself. I actually got a little sheath from Turner CNC for 20 bucks. So altogether, $35 for this with my own work. Right now, I do have this Dexter Russell knife here on the clamp that I'm sharpening up. I know it's kind of silly to sharpen it, but I just like my knives pretty sharp. Get that straight back out. But I also sharpened up this one a little bit to give it a little more bite. Obviously, it's not going to replace an EDC knife, and this one, the tip isn't as acute. But like I said, this is a fruit knife. But I gotta say, this one is a very purpose-driven tool, a very awesome package from Defense Lab. I think they did a great job with, you know, thinking about what is gonna work best for a defensive knife, how to bring that budget down, make it affordable, attainable, and, you know, like, make it a really, really attractive package with the trainer. I mean, if everyone included a trainer, I think it definitely encourages people to, you know, do some reps, do some practice with their knives, you know, at least get down those motions and movements and stuff. Number one, to be safe. Number two, to be more efficient. Number three, you know, you're just better at it with it. So really great job. I mean, obviously haven't had this for long. I just got it yesterday. I ordered this guy late Thursday night. Today is Tuesday evening rather. I got home yesterday, Monday afternoon after work, and it was already in the mail. I was super surprised. I think they forgot to send the shipment notification on the email, and he actually emailed me back just to apologize. I'm like, no, I'm definitely not complaining. It was just an awesome little surprise to have in my mailbox when it came in. But I would definitely check this out, guys. They're the Defense Lab on Instagram, and I will link their website. You know, I'm not trying to shill for them. I'm not getting anything for this video. I just want to pass along information on a product that I think is a really nice buy, especially if you're interested in something like this. If you're not, no problem. I just appreciate y'all's attention. I don't want to make this video too long. Like I said, great build, very robust blade, and I do love the steel choice because it's a nice mixture of stainless, strength, edge retention. You don't really have to worry about. 14C is not a slouch in the edge retention rank. I mean, it's not like 40 or, you know, 440C or something, or 8CR. I'm a kind of a nerd as far as knife steels and sharpening. I have to sharpen everything myself. If I had to give a gripe, and this is just one gripe, one con that I have, is the edges. It's not very sharp. But, you know, production knives, I'm kind of used to that. I sharpen my own knives. For example, this is another great defensive knife that I have. It's called the Clinch Pick, if you guys are familiar. From Shivworks. This is also mass-produced overseas. But you guys can see the edge looks kind of wonky because I sharpen it myself. It's kind of a more difficult one than sharpen. But I sharpen it myself, both edges, and the way it cuts, I'm trying to get all this in the... Now after I sharpen it, you know, it just cuts more effectively because it's been properly apexed, and you know, I do have pretty good skills as far as sharpening knives. This one, I haven't tried to cut with it, but I can kind of feel it's not that you know, it's not bad, but it doesn't have the bite. So they did a great job. I wish it was a little sharper, but with the geometry, they did a good job with it. But like I said, that's my one nitpick with it. Honestly, my one nitpick. And that's not even a bad one, but it still cuts. I did carry it today as my main knife, for example. I did have my Swiss Compact with me. Obviously, this isn't going to replace your EDC knife. If I do have EDC purposes, I have just regular Spyderco knives. I'm pretty practical, and I think Spyderco are some of the most practical and utilitarian type of knives out there. Plus, they have so many, it'll satisfy the nerds out there. And my other knife is the 15V PM2. This is a very special one for me. But you know, I'm not one to play knife dress up. I want utility, practicality. This one may not be practical in the sense of EDC, but if you guys want just an awesome package for the price, and if you want more of a defensive-oriented knife and you're interested in this kind of style, I'd be hard-pressed to find one. Obviously, I don't know all the stuff out there, but, you know, I try to keep up to date with some of the new stuff, or at least try to see what's out there. But yeah, attractive package, $144 for this awesome design, awesome package. You get an ambidextrous sheath and a live blade. I don't have much else to add, guys. If you have any questions on it, you know, something I didn't mention that you'd be more interested in, let me know. And I'll be honest, this is the first time I actually cut magazine paper with this, and it did a lot better than I thought it would, because I usually go off by the feel of the edge on my fingertips, and it's not biting, but I'm used to a very aggressive edge. But this is still keen enough to make cuts, and you know, color me impressed even more with that. I did add a little bit of grape tape right here just for index and kind of see how far. But yeah, size-wise, this is a little less than 3 inches, I believe, as far as the blade, maybe 3 inches on the dot. 4 inches for the blade itself, so 7 inches overall. And it's just an awesome package with this. Like I said, if you compare the trainer and the live blade, they're nearly identical. There's a little bit of differences in the tip, obviously, to make this more practical for practice and training itself. But yeah, look at that. Awesome. But yeah, there you guys go. Check him out. The Defense Lab, Ehud, Daniel over there runs it. He's got some other really good content I see on his YouTube page if you'll subscribe to him that I checked out last night. But yeah, give me a shout out. Let me see what you guys think. Do you guys see a better option for the money for a defensive knife? Let me know, because I can't keep up with everything, and I'd love to learn from you guys if you have any ideas. But let me know what you guys think. All right.